It has been 2 weeks since the SB 1070's paper please provision has become enforced. This provision requires immigration status checks during law enforcement stops if there is reasonable suspicion that the person is in the country illegally.
SB1070 has been reviewed and gone through an extensive appeals process. And so it has been passed as law. The University of Arizona police officers have received training on how to apply the law. We've had policies and procedures in place that ensure the safe, fair, and impartial implementation of the law, and that's what we intend to do, is to enforce the law in a fair and impartial manner.
Ways to approach that without passing laws that are punitive or discriminatory. In terms of the impact on the community and students, I think that students who are of Hispanic descent thinking about coming to Arizona to get an education may think twice about that because they may be hassled while they're here. It tells people from outside of Arizona that we don't welcome people who we consider to be different in appearance or skin color or language abilities. It doesn't make people who are in Arizona already feel very welcome. And I know that people who are able to lead do so. And so I think it hurts our state economically, it hurts us in terms of our image, I think it hurts us politically. We do enact bad laws, and this is just a bad law. And but right now the nativists and those people who are intolerant of others are in charge, and so these kinds of laws are able to be enacted.
One of the residents here in Arizona, they're Hispanic, and what they were saying is if you drive a nice car, you probably won't get pulled over, but if you drive like a not so good of a car, most likely you will be pulled over. So I do see how it affects a lot of the Spanish-speaking population, the Latino population in Arizona, and how even in LA we still feel it because a lot of my friends who are undocumented or are in the process of working that out won't come to Arizona because of that issue. So
when you look at the law, the part of SB 1070 that was approved by the courts, it allows law enforcement officials to make inquiries about citizenship during a legitimate traffic violation or any other kind of violation that the person may be engaged in. The problem with that is that law enforcement officials are in a difficult position. If they enforce the law, they're subject to be sued for violating people's civil rights. If they don't enforce the law, they're also subject to be either disciplined or fired or sued by those who feel that they need to be enforcing the law. So for law enforcement officials, it's a very difficult situation in terms of applying the law and enforcing it and trying to walk that fine line where they're not going to be sued by either side for their actions. And so it's going to cost the law enforcement officials more time, more effort. It's going to add to their already heavy burden in terms of enforcing law. So for them, it's just kind of a difficult situation to find themselves in.